Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. Deontay Wilder has been making some noise. Okay, making some noise, making some music. He's been talking about an offer that he made to Andreas the Ponce Ruiz. Okay, well, Andy Ruiz Sr. has come out and said Deontay Wilder is a liar. He offered 30%. We want 50%. That's very interesting because Deontay Wilder was saying that he made a very generous offer. So it comes as a bit of a surprise that the offer was 30%. Okay, it's also another surprise that the Ruiz father and son, the two Andys, they want 50%. Both figures seem a little bit skewed, but we'll get into that. We want 50-50 because Wilder is no longer a champion. He's coming off a very bad fight. But I don't know if it's a bad fight. I mean, he knocked Delanius out within one round, I think. But he does make a point that it was with his sparring partner. Andy Ruiz Sr. goes on to say Andy is coming off a good fight that lasted 12 rounds with Luis Ortiz. I don't know if you should be boasting about going 12 rounds with the 52-year-old Cuban. I don't know if that's a definition of a good fight, going 12 rounds. And the fight before that, you got dropped by Chris Arreola. So I don't know if you've cloaked yourself in glory in your last couple of fights. It's not good money. I'll tell you why. They're offering almost the same amount Andy received to beat Ortiz. Well, that's a fair point. How come the money's the same for fighting Wilder as it was for beating Ortiz? Yeah, that's a good point. Andy and Wilder are going to fill up a stadium. It's going to sell like crazy, a crazy amount of PPVs because everybody wants to see that fight. Yes, I think I'd be happy to see that fight. I look forward to seeing that fight. The only thing we're asking, that's a lot to ask. You say the only thing you're asking, it's like you're saying the only thing you're asking for is a cookie. Or 50% is more than a cookie, my friend. We're not asking for anything else. 50-50, and we're ready to fight Wilder and give him a good beating. Wilder will suffer the same beating as Anthony Joshua. Didn't Anthony Joshua box your boy's ears off in the second fight when he came in fatter than the Michelin Man? Come on now, that showed a distinct lack of discipline and a distinct lack of professionalism. Okay, so he goes on to say Andy has enough money because of the investments he has made. He has millions of dollars. And that's why Wilder's angry, because he had to negotiate with me. He wanted me to persuade my son to fight for a certain amount of money. And he's dumb and he's stupid if he thinks I will try to persuade my son to accept a fight for that kind of money when Andy doesn't want to fight for that amount. Wilder is out of his mind. We don't have a deadline. Wilder does't have any options at this moment. Where is he going to fight? Who is he going to fight? His option is to fight with King Kong. Okay, goes King Kong again and all that stuff. The main thrust is 30% unreasonable? Well, my opinion, 30%. I think they could have pushed it up to 35%. I would have expected them to go back and say, well, listen, let's try for 35%, I mean. But they're not doing that. Is Ruiz worth 50% because he was a heavyweight world champion for 6 months and then came in fatter than the Michelin Man immediately after? I don't think so. Wilder, even though he's had subpar opponents for almost the entirety of his career, at least he was champion for 4 years, 5 years, or 10 defenses, low caliber defenses for the most part. But yeah, he made 9 defenses, 10 defenses of his WBC heavyweight belt, whereas Ruiz defended once and lost the belt that he won 6 months prior. So I think that's an entirely different resume. No, you're not on par. You're not worth 50%. No way, no how. 35% I think would have been very, very reasonable. Very reasonable. 50%, you're out of your damn mind. And you say, well, who's Wilder going to fight now? Well, who the hell are you going to fight? Who the hell are you going to fight? You tell me. You know what I mean? You're in a sticky situation, old boy. You would be wise and prudent if you have confidence in beating Deontay Wilder. You would be wise and prudent in negotiating up to 35%. I think you could do that, 35% or no fight. But the 50% that you're asking for, nah. That does not reflect your economic value. However, I will say that this 50-50 or no fight bull baloney started with Deontay Wilder in negotiations with Joshua. And Joshua was getting good offers, but he came out with 50-50 or no fight. So that 50-50 or no fight bull baloney looks like it may have come back to bite him in the ass. But no, 50-50%, no. Utterly ridiculous. And there were some comments, some of which made me laugh. And he's a former world champion, the first Mexican heavyweight world champion in history. A former champion, he made history. Yeah, for a whole 6 months. OMG. Okay, sorry, senior, but you're bugging. And he's not worth 50%, not even close. Most would be 35. Yeah, I'd be cool with 35. So, who are y'all gonna fight? Stop playing yourself. Yeah, you're playing yourself. Ruiz is tripping if he think he can get 50% against Wilder. I agree. What's the sound of one hand clapping? Silence. What's 50% of nothing? 0. OMG. 50% or no 50% or no fight. No, it looks like it's going to be no fight. Take the 35. Take the 35. You're pricing yourself out. Don't be silly. You are you now? 34? 34? Yeah, time is ticking. Negotiate upwards and let's get it on. But I don't think Ruiz is going to take it. I don't think they're going to go above 35. So it looks like that fight just ain't going to happen, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to that one. I would look forward to that matchup. 35% and we're good. Hope they make it happen, but Ruiz is another greedy belly. It's not just Tyson Fury is a greedy belly. Ruiz is another big greedy belly. Okay. Thanks for the tip off. I think it was Timothy Thomas who tipped me off. Much appreciation. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. But most of all, get your comments in. It's the Andy Ruiz wants 50-50 or no fight. And I'm out.